Hello, everybody. Welcome back. we're off to IMSA. Hey, Chili Dog. Hey, guys in chat. Thank you for. Oh, the fish is back.
Stream this late.
We're following on from my Forza stream. I gotta get my iRacing fix back. We've got to go back to. I got to cure myself from the arcade. Although Forza's not that bad. No, I just had some jam on toast and made some coffee. Hey, Tobias. We're going to do the brake bias tweaks. I think we did it last time, actually. It's some car setup tweaks. Other than brake bias, I think someone said to soften the ARB and some other settings. That might make it a little bit more pliable. Well, let's put the Formula rim back on. So, I mean, technically this car doesn't use a Formula rim, but pretty close. Best part of the day, post-shift. I mean, I would quite like a beer. I'm in a beer mood today, but I don't drink. So you know, but a beer and some spicy stuff would be nice. Guinness. Dampers. Oh, we could put our iRacing voice chat device on. Forgot about that. Garage. Right, so what are we doing? Brake pressure. The higher this number in iRacing, the more to the rear it. No, the more to the front it is. Yes, the higher it is, the more to the front it is. Now we don't rant anymore. Inshallah. Salam alaikum. Salam. Peace be upon him.
Check.
Peace be upon him. What are we changing here? What thick? I like my ARB blades thick. I'm a bit of a thick ARB blade. What
Radio check.
What are we going for, guys? Oh, is it iRacing's on profile 5, I think. My favourite protein product? Buffalo semen. Probably cheese.
Pissing out.
Notification woke me up, so might as well say goodnight. Alright, night, Gasper. And salam. Okay. We'll do that in an oval race. Raise the front dampener, LS comp, and I don't know what these settings do. Front LS comp dampening. Raise it by how much? 2 clicks. What else did you say? Oh, hang on, this isn't refreshing. What else did you say? IMSA stands for IMSA about to get a car driving up my backside. What are we doing with the rear? Court martial, court martial, court martial, court martial. Lower the rear dampener, LS rebound. This one. I don't know what these words mean. Comp. Or which one am I clicking on? We've only got like 3 minutes to do this, so which one am I clicking on? No RBD. What? Lower RBD. This one. LS RBD. So what? I do it by 2. 2 is always a good number to do it by. Okay. We've already changed the brake pressure to 54, so I'll give that a go. Did that save that, or did I just not save it? I'm using a custom setup here by someone else. To be honest, I think it's more brake. The brake bias is probably going to be the biggest thing. Oh, I better not get done for speeding there. Well, weirdly, any other simulator, if I'm given a setup by an alien or a fast driver, I'm fine with it. Because I'm the type of person that just drives around what I'm given by what a car does with that setup. Hello, Jonathan Keatsey. Yeah, so we're on 48,000 subscribers. Pretty good. Pretty happy with that. It's not the 50. We'll be doing something special when we get to 50k. 48,000. I wasn't expecting to get 48,000 by as soon as we have done. Turn my brake sensitivity down a touch. I think most of our subs have come from the Microsoft Flight Sim. We've got a lot of subscribers from that video. And got loads of subs from the Automobilista video. But yeah, I mean, any time you cover content, do reviews. I haven't actually done any review videos on. That's it, done it again. Done that again. The thing is, if I turn the brake bias further forwards, what can I change it? Oh. If I move it further forwards, then we can't get the back to come out at all in. Or has that moved it backwards? Is it back to front in iRacing? I can't remember. I need the back to turn around on the prolonged corners. Well, it's because I like to trail brake in sims because it's faster. Like you brake at most of speed off in a straight line, and then you trail brake. But it's very hard to do in iRacing because once you go over the limit, you're dead. Get a feel for the limit. That'd be Raven will be interested in GT Sport. Yeah, I am super gentle on the trail braking. I don't have problems with trail braking in other simulators at all. It's just iRacing. like the little TV screen. What do you reckon of Stalin? He probably killed a lot of people. Boris Johnson is going to be a terrible Prime Minister. A complete... He's an evil... He's evil. It's not good. iRacing is going to be more expensive if the pound goes down in value, which it probably will do. Hey Sam! Something you'd yell at in Forza Motorsport. Thank you, Andrew McCormick! Appreciate that. Party poppers. See, I turned too much and that puts the tyres over the limit. You can't recover it in iRacing. That's what's wrong with it. It's not the point at which you go over the limit that's wrong. It's the fact that you can't catch it. You're done. Hello, Win! So you literally can't go over that. You can't get in that situation at all. Well, of course, yeah, if you avoid it, it's not going to happen. So it's not a problem. The point I'm making is you should be able to, and then you should be able to react to it, because that's driving. I'm really hoping the Skippy tyre model fixes this. It's a massive physics issue. I'm surprised that they've not addressed it sooner in iRacing. It's not realistic at all. It's massively unrealistic. Hence why it's not in ACC. It's not in R Factor 2. It's not in Live for Speed. It's not in Assetto Corsa. It's not in Automobilista. it's a totally ridiculous character of the tyres. Not the point of it going over it, the fact that you can't immediately snap correct it. iRacing ran. I mean, a lot of iRacing is really good, and there's also this aspect of this car that's really fun. Just when you play iRacing, you just have to remember it's iRacing, so you have to then go back into iRacing mode. Make America great. I'll get the hat. Well, they can disagree with me, but they'll be wrong on that specific aspect. I'm sorry, but it's just a fact. iRacism. I would, just based off how the Skippy tyres are driving, I'm cautiously optimistic that the Skippy tyres, when they apply, obviously they're road tyres and not race tyres, but when they apply what they've done with the Skippy tyres to other cars, I'm cautiously optimistic that it will address that problem. That's weird. Yeah, I think the shaders are a bit quite demanding, so you have to be very careful if you're playing in VR. I mean, I played in AC. I used to put, I would just play with the VR like with all the shaders off, everything just on basics. Woo! Guys, check out bsimracing.com for sim racing news every day. Well, not every day. Sometimes Wim's lazy. Sometimes Wim's sat there drinking champagne and he's like, oh, I really don't want to post to my website today. Nothing really exciting's happened. But most days, Wim is posting and it's good. We're all funky in it, funky business. I don't know why this track takes so long to load. Other tracks in iRacing don't. Maybe it's the number of cars. Thanks, Stefan. One worse than the other. All different. One worse than the other. Time models are the hard part of sim racing. Do you mean one better than the other? Or are you just saying different, like you don't know? They're all just different. I think a lot of sim racers don't realise how forgiving real-world tyres are in a lot of senses. Like, sure, ginormous, giant, slick tyres, you know, not that forgiving, but, you know, relative to what you see in simulators, as I said, like, ACC's tyre model, you can absolutely buffoon the tyres around, and they're very forgiving. And I think in that regard, it's actually quite realistic. Same with a lot of these sims. Now, modern sims, they've actually nailed it. For some reason, iRacing's tyres are like crazy unforgiving at the limit. And if they address that, it'll be. I think it'll really help iRacing. Well, it'll make it a lot more enjoyable for me. That's all that matters. I know I've only driven crap cars. But, yeah, God. Let's qualify here. Let's take some fuel out. It's not a car setup because it's every single car in iRacing. It's just the nature of having... Over the limit, all the cars are the same in iRacing. It's the physics model. Like, you can make the car more forgiving, and you can make it so you're less likely to lock up. There's things you can do to it, but... At the end of the day, the same characters there because they're all, you know, it's the tyres. Where's the fuel? I can't even find the. Just ignore everything I'm saying. I can't even find the fuel. Here it is. No brake pressure. Where's the bloody fuel? There it is. Right, I don't even know how much fuel we need for quali, but whatever. We're not going to do well in quali, so it doesn't matter. iRacing does the suspension amazingly, the car details amazingly, the immediacy of the car's rotation, the response to the driver's input, the sensitivity to the brake pedal. Those things it does better, I think, than any other simulator. It's just the tyre model on the limit that I think is just totally mental. But so many other aspects of iRacing, like the way the cars, before getting to the limit, the way they like bite to the road and the way they sort of jostle on their suspension is R-Factor 2 arguably does it as well, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that iRacing I think does miles better than other simulators. But just not the like that limit of the tyres and the counter steering and correcting them. Yeah, and I definitely find you can, like any game, or any sim, you can learn how it handles and get used to it. And then what you're doing then is you drive around what you know are like things to avoid in the simulator. So like in R-Factor 1, R-Factor 2 does this, and Assetto Corsa Competition does this as well. Low speed, tight corners, the cars get so easy to spin up. And and also get into like these lateral slides. It's like low speed handling is like really, really, really tricky. But you just learn to like be 10 times more cautious. I mean, not every sim's like that. Project Cars 2, I don't think has a low speed corner thing. AC, I don't think particularly has it. AC has like an understeer situation where you just, if you just drive too aggressively, you get washed out understeering AC. So, I mean, that really pisses some people off. You have to learn to drive around it, you know. And I think what happens with why people get really divisive over one sim or another is if that specific physics nature or arguable hole in the physics happens to be a hole that is where you tend to drive from your driving style, then it's like the sim is stopping you from driving how you want to drive, and so that will make a given person be like, oh no, I hate that sim. So for me personally, I'm much more of a sort of proactive, aggressive driver. I like to get on the power early. I like to try and correct it a little bit with the steering wheel and then dial it down. And so sort of drive up to the limit and then bring it down. You can't do that in iRacing with almost all the cars. If you're the type of driver that in iRacing, or if you're the type of driver that likes to, you get the speed off, then turn it in smoothly, and you're not like, you're not pushing the car up and over the limit, you're sort of gradually building up to it. And maybe you drive into a little bit of understeer, you prefer more understeery setups, then you will really like, you'll probably really like iRacing because you won't even notice that on-power aspect or the aggressive braking and balancing aspect because you just don't drive like that. No, I'm using one of the setups on that setup. I don't know what it's called. I'm using that setup app where you share setups. But yeah, I mean, the thing is with iRacing, you get the tracks look gorgeous, even though, I mean, the shaders aren't amazing, but the actual track details are really nice. You're paying a bloody fortune, so they should be. But you get the online racing with people in large fields, and you get Americans that get angry over voice over IP, and to me, that's really fun. I just, yeah. just the tire adjustments to the tyre model for the end drive, and if they change the pricing model, that would be really nice. I mean, the pricing model's not a huge problem for me now, but years ago, I literally couldn't play iRacing. I couldn't afford it at all. I know people say, oh, iRacing, it's not that expensive if you spend a lot of time on it. It's like, well, it's not. It's more expensive than other games. And if you're really tight on cash, it's really depressing. You want to play and join in with something, and you have friends playing stuff, and you can't join them because you just can't afford it.
Do you know anything about that?
Lazy down! Thanks for activating the fish. Yeah, I mean, only what everyone else knows. I've got one on order. So, I'll be reviewing it. Well, that's I know that's the thing, isn't it? If you know you're putting the time into it, and it's your main thing you play, then it's not necessarily a rip-off or expensive. I definitely know loads of people that have kind of been roped into buying more stuff than they wanted to on iRacing because they were trying to get high licenses, and then it turns out on iRacing, if you drive like Formula cars, like if you're happy driving GT3, Skippy, and what have you, iRacing will probably offer really good. You'll get really good value out of it. If you're more on that Formula side and the top end car side, iRacing is really bad because there's just not that many races with that content that are full of, that are full, and they're not that regular either. So there's obviously ways to get better and worse value. Game sound is so loud. Okay, sorry. Fix So we were just playing other stuff, so let's turn that down. Put more fuel in the car here, and we're good. Thanks for that. Thanks for letting me know about the sound there. Was fuel here. 79,000 laps. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's max the fuel out there. Max Verstappen that fuel. But yeah, no aspects of this car I'm quite enjoying. So let's grid up and black box time.
Good luck, everybody. This is my first race in iMSA, and I'm number 1, and I qualified second, so I'm probably going to come last.
No tyres. Okay.
Oh, well done, man. Well done.
I think 34 litres is enough. There we go.
Although
Hello and welcome to this exciting, spectacular IMSA race at Monza. Yes, it's a full pack grid. The sun is setting and the headlights will be warming up. Hopefully there won't be any T1 accidents, but it is a rookie race and rookie races come with rookie mistakes. We're expecting locked up brakes, we're expecting cars in cars, and we're expecting an entertaining surprise finish for whoever manages to survive the race without dying. Good luck to everybody. Don't lose it on the warm-up lap. Use that pedal in the middle. And of course, most importantly, subscribe to the Gamer Muscle YouTube channel, who is live streaming this race live right now. Have fun. Here we go.
I'm already subscribed.
Unsubscribe right now.
There we go.
Remember, drive slower than me. Here we go.
Do you know Andy Ladaway?
Right, is there going to be a crash at the start? Probably. Right, last race. Do you like my foot dance there? Last race there was total carnage at the start. Just got to take it really, really easy at the beginning of this race. Oh, we've got some Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? And let's leave. I was getting ready to go on the grass there. I thought the car behind me was going to drive into me. All bets on T1. Focus. Yeah, I mean, in some ways it's better not to bother qualifying for this. We're starting in 25th place here. Get your Fs ready. Warm up your Fs, guys. I've got sniper eyes on the rearview mirror here. There's no point even going quick for T1. Might as well just keep a gap. Might as well just keep a gap. Here we go. There's no point even racing for T1. There it is. People actually were somewhat careful there. There we go. There we go. That's T1 survived. Race practically won now. That was the hardest part of the race there. Now, cold tyres. Nice and easy here. Oh my god. I need to make my spotter. Ah, there it is. Oh, he's just going to pull over straight into us. Fine. Oh, yeah, you keep driving into each other, guys. That's fine. Okay, there goes another one. Oh, God. It's just like a case of waiting for the pile-up that's going to happen and then avoid it. No, 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 no. My, this is worse than, this is like a Japanese horror film. You just don't know with iRacing. I don't know why people drive more erratically in this than other sims. It's like, I think it's a combination of some drivers desperately trying not to get hit with drivers that don't care, whereas in other sims nobody cares. 5-second penalty for everyone. Right, so far so good. Thanks for subscribing, Saw. Welcome to the channel. It's the Pia. Saw7022, thank you, man. We're still in 25th here. I think it's going to update. I think we've gained like 4 places. 23rd. Look at the rearview mirror here. We're okay. The other thing to avoid are the sausages, because last proper race we're doing, we blew up the car. 23rd, okay. It's time to start pushing in a minute. Don't want to lose the cars in front of us. Oh. I hope that didn't do damage. Locked up there. I think we should be alright, but we only gently tap the sausage. Hopefully the engine doesn't fall out the bottom. I do have enough fuel. It's a pit stop race. It's max. I put max fuel in at the start. Hello, Jamie McEwen. See, the way this car in iRacing goes over the curbs is really nice. Don't tap the sausage. Welcome everybody watching. Feel free to hit the like button. Whoa, he's braking a bit early there. Hello, Joe Mack. Welcome along to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. Now I want a burger. I want a Big Mac. I don't even like Big Macs. You brainwash me. Right, is this guy going to brake early or not? I don't know. I'm just moving to the right in case he brakes super early. I need to do this race in VR. It'd be really nice. You want an iMac? I was going to buy an iMac, but I realised I could just buy a iMac monitor stand instead. Now I can just wear that around my neck and show off like a gangster with gold. Oh, poppadoms. Poppadoms with Gita. With Gita's, what's it called? What do you dip poppadoms in? Oh my god, what's this guy doing in front of us? Catching up with more of the field here. Chutney, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, Gita's chutney's the best, guys. The best poppadoms are the ones with the rabbit on them. the one with the like evil rabbit. Oh man, now I want a curry. I really want a beer and a curry. A lager and a curry. Right, I'm going to start pushing a bit more now. The tyres are probably up to 10. Mango chutney's awesome, yeah. I know, Sam. I mean, look. One of the main reasons I started live streaming was so that I could become super mega famous and rich, and so I could just own 3 iMac monitor stands. Because once you've got 3 iMac monitor stands in your office, you know you've made it. You're practically a king. I used to live when I lived near Newcastle. There was an Indian shop like just down the road from me. Oh, sausages, shortcut. They say you cut the track. It's alright, we don't even... We were so slow on the exit. Penalty auto served. I just wanted to get out of the way of that accident. I'm just working my way through here. There's no rush. Which I need to buy my black box to the wheel here. Oh, more accidents. Oh, he spun it on that. And there goes another one. There we go. Does it say my fuel on this screen? 37 minutes left. Which tab has my fuel on it? Is it F3? Crew chief would be good, yeah. I need to sort that out. I just never got around to it. With iRacing, it definitely makes sense. Cool, I might start pushing in a bit and go for some passes. Do I just make a voice pack? I'll make a voice pack. I think a lot of people don't like my voice, which is understandable. I mean, I don't like how I sound, so when I'm editing my videos, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, I wish this guy would shut up. So... I wish I had like an angelic voice. I'd quite like to have an American accent. I don't know, just not the one I've got. Your voice is your USP. Yeah, I don't have to listen to it though. I ignore my voice. That's the nice thing. Let's chuck it in, boys.
Throttle, throttle, throttle!
Den beste pakker selv folkelig på dansk.
Thank you, Steen! Thanks for the donation, man. Appreciate that. I don't even know what that means, but thank you. Appreciate that, Steen. That fish always... I can't believe I found that gif. It's hilarious. I don't even know what the... I think it's mating. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's been tickled. Beta. Oh dear, I keep thinking it's slowing down faster than it is. I need to keep my foot on the brake for longer. 150 metres on the brake board, just after it, and then we brake it easily. What F key is it to see the fuel? Oh, don't do that, Dub Socks. Your brain will fall out your nose. Right, I'm going to start pushing, I think. Probably make a mistake now. F4. Alt F4, yeah? I can't believe Nicky Tim fell for that. Because he's not a gamer. What does that say we got left? $39. Oh, we got ages. Control Alt Delete. Format C. What's that command for Linux that wipes everything that the Toy Story people actually accidentally applied and they almost lost everything? Thank you, Christy. Well, I'm glad other people do. I'm very fortunate. Lucky. It's because Americans, for some reason, think a British accent is like exotic. They're like, oh, it's all right. British people are like, oh, God.
My best guess will probably be around 30.
I'm not going to run out. 30 is enough for the race. I will try and watch the 24 Hours Le Mans, yeah.
Probably around 20.
Here we go. Carnage inbound in front. Keep a foot on the brake here. And then come off it. There we go. So we can brake harder than that. But that was a lot better. You see the Delta go up there. Is that a lady in this chat? I didn't see any ladies. I'm a lady. Stone him. Stone him. Stone him. Stone him. Here we go. Ah, look at this. Already 4/10 up. Yeah, because the way it works with animations, animation like all the animation positions don't take up a lot of data. It's all textures and stuff. It's like with programming. The programming code doesn't take up data. It's the textures and 3D models. Well, even like the 3D meshes don't take up that much data. I'm pushing. The car's in front. It's an optical illusion. I'm just terrified of the sausages and also the locking up. We're in 18th place. We're getting places. British accent is funny. I object to that comment. I don't know how this car is on the throttle over the ends, the AstroTurf stuff. It's not AstroTurf on there, is it? It's just paint. I've got a suspicion these cars in front are going to drive into each other.
Sorry, I didn't mean to come across you like that, man. Oh, that's all good. I know,
I'm the only gay in the village.
Have
you seen the one where he interviews Elton John? Here we go, guys. Getting closer. Mow the desert. I've seen them all. Nice. And the one with the, you know, the disability helper one, where he like jumps off the diving board. But that is so depressing. Like, I know people that have worked as helpers, and there's like a depressing aspect to it that's quite true. Also, the job centre woman. It's like it's so the job centre training thing is so true. You look like a vegan. Okay. I'm fair enough. I'll be a vegan. Don't eat meat, guys. I've literally got 4 chicken breasts and a steak in the fridge. I'm the worst vegan. I'm drinking milk in my tea as well. Little bit puffy. I'm only gay for pay. That's what you got to bring in the money, guys. Gay for pay on a Tuesday. Whoa, we closing this gap. Oh yeah, maybe first gear is better on that. Why is my field of view so high? I don't know. Oh yeah, because we were in VR last time, or we were in something else. You are right, it's a bit high. When we do VR, it resets the field of view.
Trying to find a good way to get it down.
I'm not too fussed by field of view though, to be honest. A t-shirt?
Appreciate you, Ben. Yeah, no problem, man.
Whoa! He's gone full Super Mario racing line there, soy boy. Huge error by, I can't see his name on the screen, and I'm not going to push the button to display it. Ah! Interesting line through that. Oh, more sausage. Okay, I kind of missed the break point there. I saw you, mate, don't worry. I did see you. We need to work on driving this car at the limit, that's for sure. Huge error! Have some coffee. Refreshments.
Hey, Matt,
I think these guys are going to crash on T1, so...
He's passed the best together. Actually, he's wrecked on 3 times on his own already.
Ah, we've got shit on the screen.
Tracking.
Bastards. Oh, we get a tearaway in the... Oh, there you go, he's missed it. We get a tear off in the pits. Ah, I'm just going to be there all race now. Chip my windscreen. Do you know how much that costs to replace, like a Porsche 911 windscreen? That's like a couple of grand. I know. Coffee boost. Wipers aren't going to remove a chip. Maybe they're doing this. I don't know. I did have the tear off is clicked. I don't know if it removes huge chunks of stone. I mean, it's like someone's throwing a boulder at my dash. Those aren't bugs. That's like stone chips or like rubber. Oh, it's rubber off the car in front. Fair enough. Well, hopefully, tear off fixes it. Favourite tea, Twinings every day I really like, but Lidl's Gold Blend is the best value for money tea. Tastes very similar to Twinings English Breakfast and is super cheap. Someone said to me that the Lidl Gold Blend is actually Yorkshire tea, but it doesn't taste the same. No, I've seen I've been to like endurance races and stuff in real life and seen how much crap is left behind on the circuit. Thanks for clicking the like button, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. Oh dear God, what's going on here? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? $24 litres of fuel left here. Is 34 litres enough if we have max fuel at the start? Is 34 going to be enough? Is that enough fuel to get to the end of the race? You don't like tea? What's wrong with you, man? Tea's really nice. I mean, coffee's nice as well, but, you know, sometimes you just need a cup of tea. Yeah, green tea's good without milk or anything. How long is left? I don't know. Okay, I've got like 6 laps we can do there. 25 minutes left. So, yeah, I think we'll be good. Actually, to be honest, that's too much fuel, but we'll do that anyway. Protein shake is nicer. I don't really trust protein shake. Yeah, I need to bind the buttons. Thank you. That was nice of him. Back mark again out of the way. See, once things have spread out a bit, I mean, most people in this race have been pretty good, to be honest. Well, there hasn't been anything stupid in this race. Even the start was clean. Maybe because it's late, there's no, like, kiddie winks on or anything.
Yeah, I need to read the thing.
So see how the Porsche there takes that curb? Is like really, like it does it without a problem. And that's something that a lot of sims mess up when you put a wheel on the curb and you're just on a tight corner, the car goes. But this is actually really good at that.
Yeah, I stepped away and took a little break, so I know that a lot changed, but that's just...
Bro, I was just joking. Age does not stop people from being good or bad at games.
I'm not a fan of Monza.
Let's try and get a Delta.
One of my favorite new features is the motion blur.
These guys are just having a casual chat whilst racing.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I'm not a big fan of this track either, but it
So there's
gets
a...
after a while, I think, but with the
I should be taking a wider entry into that corner and taking the angle better, then I'll be able to carry more speed without having to ram the sausages.
Yeah, I've just never been very good here. Even in like Formula 1 games and stuff, I just never cared for it much.
I ran so many laps on this track, it's like back of my hand.
Bit
Now
of
I love it.
a wrong gear selected there.
I like this straightaway.
They're doing a track review. I mean, why not? Why not do a track review?
Every turn feels formed.
Definitely turn up the tyre skid sounds. Helps a lot in this game. Wind them up on the radio.
I never do. I just take fuel only.
No, I do that in oval races because it's like these guys are having a nice chat. They're having fun.
I've
Do
been
anything
doing
wrong.
6.9, and
Oh.
my fuel light comes on with a few laps to go. But
Missed that.
I get through okay.
They say you cut the. They say they cut the track.
I'm in the Porsche though. So
Whoa,
it's
what's he
different
doing?
and not
Okay.
useful yet.
Well, we caught the car in front, guys.
I put up this race too.
Why is he doing donuts? Oh, he's maybe an American policeman.
Yeah, I can't remember how much I have left in the tank or so. but that's
Yeah,
fine.
you can mute the radio, but I haven't bound it, so I have to listen to him. Americans really like to talk whilst gaming. I've noticed this. They're way more chatty than Europeans. Says the guy that's literally talking to a room full of people whilst driving. But you know what I mean, in-game chat. Horse lasagna. I might have eaten horse once, but it wasn't on purpose. I don't think I have though. I was on holiday in Spain and the meat tasted a bit interesting. I'm not against eating horse, but I mean, it's just, if you're going to eat a cow, you could eat a horse. But yeah, I wouldn't say that I'd go out of my way to eat horse lasagna, you know. Well, this could be interesting. Oh, he's out the pits in the BMW. Are you in a stable condition? Vic, you're walking a very thin line here. You've already Vic, you've already punned yourself to death once. I mean, I'm sorry, but you're gonna go to pun jail. Pan Vic. Horse puns. Oh dear. 4 laps left of fuel here. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I'll move the iRacing box up after this session. See, I want to get the wider entry, but then the car understeers initially when you turn in if you're going with too much speed. So maybe a tighter line's not too bad. Don't know. Oh Jesus, guys! Yeehaw! There you go.
Go, James, go.
Do I talk more than any other YouTuber? I don't know. Here we go. I think we might pit next lap. YouTube pleb. Absolutely. Ah, that's probably a good thing. Ugh. You nutter. Nutella, spread. Oh, that'd be nice. Shortcut. Perfectly legal. Man, I'm not carrying the pace through there anymore. I'm lacking the L confidence. All right, Pete. Whoa, bad time to read the chat. Pete Jarram's fault there. Almost lost it with a knee slide. Don't read the chat just before a tight corner. Bloody hell, Pete. Keep your knee sliding out of my Porsche. Pete Jarram takedown there. Bloody hell.
Well, I'm going to let you buy, but they won't do it like that. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, one more lap. It's always past my bedtime. I've got GT Sport on the PS4, obviously, because that's what it's on. One more lap here, and then we'll pit. Jip the chip, hello! Click that like button, guys. Are we on 100 likes? Oh, we can break way later than 150 metre board. Oh, okay, well 1 hour in, guys. One hour in, and we're at 100 likes per hour. Thank you, guys. Night night, Pete Jarram. Thanks for watching and almost killing me. Our iRace is more generous than Forza races. Oh yeah, sausage slider. Sausage smasher. Whoops. Thank you, guys. 128 likes, awesome. Right, we're pitting on this lap. I didn't bind a pit limiter, so... I did not bind a pit limiter. Oh, I did. There we go. Ah, repairs are still going. No, they're not. Thought we had repairs on there. We're in the top 10 apparently. I don't know how that's happened. What's going on there? Off we go. Are we in 8th place? What's going on? I don't understand why we're in 8th place. What's happening here? Is this broken? Or is it until we finish the lap then it will retabulate it? Probably last. It'll update. Oh, I see. Why did it say 8 when we're in the pit then? It's just giving me false hope. we're literally last. Why is Isaac West gone? What's happened? Oh, why has it gone? I don't know what's happening. Oh, okay. See what happens when you go over the limit there? It's mental. Dom's on a power trip. It's alright. Dom can't help it. He was born that way. Too many horse puns. Oh, we're in 13th, guys. We started in like 25th, so for my first full IMSA race, assuming we don't bin it, which we probably will do in the next few laps, not too bad. Only 12 minutes left. What track is next week with this? Nice kiss, Chadhead. Ten-second gap. Nürburgring would be good. I don't know. Watkins Glen I'm not a huge fan of. Not a bad track, but try and get some PBs here. Logitech G29 is a really good first wheel. Really good value for money. It was my first wheel was the G25, and I had it for like 4 years. It's more than what you need to get into sim racing. Perfectly fine. Good bit of kit. Especially if you can get one super cheap second hand as well. I'd argue it's probably the best starter wheel. Just value for money to quality. Whoa! We've got a race on our hands here, guys.
What happened to the leader?
João Manuel Gonzalez. We're coming up to the top 10. What a performance from a noob. Get some pressure on him. Too excited for your T308, Chris. Yeah, no, getting your first full speed back wheel is awesome, or even just upgrading your wheel. I mean, I get like that for once you've got a DD wheel, you've gone too far. There's no improving it. But I'm super excited for the valve index. But yeah, you'll really enjoy it. T300 is a really good bit of kit. It's a massive immersion boost. Best starter wheel's Leo Bodner. Best starter wheel is the Force Dynamics motion rig for £40,000. Oh, this guy's having trouble. Let's not get caught up in this trouble. We got another car behind us as well. Stefan Pabella. I can't read his name. Hotting up for top. Oh no, we're in the top 10. We might get into 9th place here. It's getting spicy. Oh, he's backed out of it. I don't know why. What are you doing, man? Why does he not want to race? He got damage, maybe? João Manuel. His name is so long. Guys, we're in 9th place here. Started in 25th. Happy Christmas. Get him. Oh, penalty for going to chicane. They're afraid of the muscle. Hang on, I can't read that comment, it's too long. What were you saying about Rift S? Ah, this is a bad time to try and read something that long. I can't, ah, Jesus. Yeah, I can't read that. Hello, Johnson, please stop streaming. Oh, another car off the road there. It's a back marker. Getting out of the way. Got a car on a tail here. Stefano. I'm going to defend the inside. He's going to probably pile drive into me. Why not? Nice overtake by the Zebra. Oh, nice car skin. Hang on, I'm in 7th place. Why am I in 7th place? Woo! Beautiful. Oh, I'm in 8th place, okay. Fair enough. We were in 7th for a bit. I've pitted, yeah. 25th to 7th, come on. What's the Jesus? What do you mean, what's the Jesus? It's obvious. Jesus always appears when we're in 7th place. Have you not read the Bible? Okay, let's get back on this Zebra. Here, in the Serengeti plains of Monza, the Zebra Porsche can be seen at night, eating the grass, ripened and greened from the recent monsoon rainfall. Yes, the Serengeti zebra isn't rare, but has to watch out for the tiger of the muscle. Late breaking champ. Whoa, Tobias!
7th fish.
Thank you, Tobias, for the fish there. Appreciate that. Cheers for the donation, man. I have to say, I'm totally bedazzled by the car in front. Let's get on in. We need to get 7th, guys. Come on, 7th. Oh, that's the wrong button. What's the button for the race time? F1. How much time's left? I can't read it. 5 minutes. Right, here we go, guys. Come on. Let's hammer this. I haven't banned a like button. Hammer time, guys. Go on, get 7th. Pushing, we're pushing. We're pushing. 4 minutes left to get 7th. No, I wanted the race time. I don't know what fish that is. He's not gone. We can get him on break points, but I can also spin my car on break points. Jesus Christ, full house gaming. Beta. Break late or go home, guys. Here we go. Maximum push. More push than a pregnant woman inbound. Silent muscle activate. We gain 4% speed boost. Bit wide. Bit sausagey. Let's have another. Oh, too much sausage. Too much sausage, guys. Ah, no. Silent muscle let me down there. Jesus. I forgot iRacing. You can't push because you can't catch the car. So you have to just not push. I forgot, guys. Sorry. Mistakes were made there. I just drive into him on the final corner. Ah, we dropped a place there. Gone. It's all right. He will still lose it. We'll bamboozle him. Filet-o fish.
One more lap.
Got to recover this car back in front of us. Got to get our position back, guys. Yeah, you can't counter steer though. That's the problem. Who's got the bigger brake zone balls? I do. Woo! Brake zone balls, gear shift mistake. Yeah, you bugger, he pulled out into me.
Way, man, let's go! First iMSA race I've ever done. I'm freaking
He pulled out to block me there, which is fair enough.
Well done, Lennon. Well done.
Oh, come on. Just skiing around that corner.
Congratulations, man. The only solace I'm taking is I only lost 7 tenths of you on that lap.
I didn't lose it, but I had a damaged tire for the didn't know it.
albeit I didn't really...
See if we can get him down the straight.
because the leader who's about 10 seconds ahead of me doesn't connect it still. Thanks, guys.
Hey, take it where you can get it, man. Sure.
I mean, what is that with the physics in this game over the limit?
Yeah,
You
Matt,
can't.
I
You.
didn't know I had damage until you said something.
Oh shit! Sorry. Oh my god! Worst place to lose it. I thought I didn't see his headlights. I just killed someone. You can't drive on the limit in this game. There's no way to catch it. So anytime you actually try and push and race, you can't. It's so bad. God, they better. I really hope they replace the tire model because it's just. That was pretty terrible, me taking that guy down.
I appreciate it. It was a good race. Yeah, I was just trying to stay as
You
cool
can't-
as possible and not overdo it.
You can't push in this game like properly. It's absolutely messed up. I've ruined that guy's race. No, it was a final lap. I don't think
Well, my
he's
front end,
lost
all
a
it does is
place.
wanna push. I need to loosen this up somehow.
I thought it was clear. I didn't see his headlights. Like, so this guy makes a big mistake here. So I'm braking on the limit and trying to balance it. My car goes slightly over the limit, and I catch it initially. But then it like does this, because I did counter steer, which is what you should do. The car's then in this over the limit state where it's as if the tyres have just turned off. It's totally messed up. It's I thought I was doing him a favour. I just did the worst thing there. Can we get a ban on me, please? It's not front end feel. It's just the cars over the limit. Like once they go over the limit. Oh no.
Yeah, Matthew, no wonder I was so freaking slow on the straightaway. That thing was just sticking out.
Oh, this is so bad. It's not setup. It's the tyre model. The setup of this car is fine. This car drives perfectly fine in all situations, apart from when you go to the limit of the tyres, which is just iRacing. I should have just stayed in the middle there. It looked like I was trying to crash this guy. Ah, dear.
Yeah, maybe I
Did he lose any places?
Good run with you.
No, I think he just lost one place.
Yes, sir, you too.
Oh, then they crashed into that guy. It's not user error. You can't use skill to drive the car at the limit. Whatever you do, it's just bad. It's just a bad time model, and hopefully they sort it out. I'll send him a message. What was his name? Fortunately, it was at the end of the race, not for like a leading position, and he only lost one place, so it's not too bad. Yeah. I mean, it's like that. That's why that's one of the reasons why I don't like a lot of the cars in iRacing, because it actively punishes you when you're trying to get to the fun part of racing, i.e., actually pushing. It's like I know you're not allowed to do that. The Skippy's all right, but it's got road tyres on it. Yeah, the rejoin was murder. I'll have a guilty. Well, I might have to do one more race here, not this thing again. When one of the things you have to learn in iRacing compared to some of the other sims is that you don't actually catch the car. When it goes in a slide, you're better off just leaving it, letting it sort itself out. Just don't do anything, because if you try and catch it, you can't catch the other way when the car goes back round. Not clearly advertised. What's happening here? What have we got? What's the next race taking place? Did you ever play GTR 2? Yeah, but only with a gamepad. Sensor flash in his window. No, the grip levels are really good in iRacing. The grip's fantastic. It is purely when you go over the limit. Yeah, exactly what Harry Weir's saying. You just hold the brake and the accelerator at the same time. Don't try and use actual skill, and then all the wheels and to be fair, pushing the brake and the accelerator at the same time is a technique in some cars in real life to stabilize them when they get loose. But you should be able to, with certain general setups of the car, you should just be able to use, like, as long as you're not completely gone mental, you know. Yeah, I'll try that, Matthew Coleman, next time. It's a good tip. I want to drive the Skippy again, but it's not too long. Let's do the Skippy race. It's only in like 25 minutes. We'll do that. Why not? It'll be good fun. Well, it's not until you bin it. It's until you actually get to the limit. Like, for me, the objective of driving is balancing a car at the limit. That's how I know I'm going fast. I'm hitting the apex whilst I'm balancing the car at the limit. That's like how I know I'm doing a good lap. That's the objective in driving for me. I assume that's what it is for most people. The Skippy's really, because they've got the really forgiving tyre on them, and they've got road tyres on them, and they're underpowered. You sound like Boris now. Yeah, the Skippys are really good fun. They seem to not have the issues. I'm alright in the Skippies. I'm not too bad. I mean, I do overdrive. I drive them badly. I'm not like a pro in the Skippies, but I don't... When there's an accident in the Skippies, I don't feel like it's the game's fault. It's normally another driver driving into me. You know. Skippy's a canoe with wheels sellotaped to it. But I did enjoy most of that IMSA race, to be honest. It was good fun. Hey, Harry. Yeah, I know. It's not really the tyre temperature stuff that ever really bothered me. I know it's a problem with people trying to do fast laps and everything, and it's set up people and everything. The thing that interests me with the Skippy tyres is the change from when it was about 3 months ago, 2 months ago. The Skippy tyres seem to have more initial like, if you don't overturn, they turn in really nicely than they used to. And it's more of like there's more depth to like on the limit with them than previously. It gives you the impression that it's a little bit mushy and a little bit less responsive than before in some ways, which I think is a lot of our racers don't like. So it doesn't feel as tight in some ways, but in my opinion, it ends up feeling much more like a real tyre, in that it's got like, it's what you get like the sort of slack that's on a tyre. Only Skippies have the new tyre model at the moment, yeah, but they're going to apply it to some other things. He's sitting on an electric fence. Skippies are one that because it's got road car tyres, it's super forgiving, and I think they don't. I think they just use it as like a generic test car because it doesn't have that many setup options either. You're tired of the following words. I just blame me for everything. I never understood iRacing's damage model in terms of the visuals. There's never a like, you're not playing a driving sim for visual damage. I mean, it's a nice feature to have, but it's not the reason why people play driving sims. It's not why I'm playing a driving sim. The problem with iRacing damage is more to do with netcode, collision detection, and how it doles the damage out. Thanks, Full House. Like, it would make more sense for there to be a lot less damage in iRacing than what there is, because it's so it's like a dice roll when you have a collision with someone. You can literally smash someone over your roof, no damage at all, or you can literally just tap someone and the wheel folds off. But yeah, that's a good point. It does seem as if they'll address the amount of damage stuff gets, but with the new components. Hello, John L. Hello, Matt Evans. No Fortnite stream. No, I enjoyed that. It was good having a good complaint. I don't think it's going to be for like another 3 months until we get this tyre model, new tyre model and other vehicles though, unfortunately. Is iRacing better than what? Christy 055? Yeah, I quite like Okayama. Agree, it's a nice circuit. You think you can't compare the Skippy tyres with other cars at all anyway, because they're road tyres, so they're fundamentally like the Skippy road tyres are going to be much closer to how like a 1960s race car would handle in terms of, you know, wicked slip angles around corners. Well, if you get the value from it, it is what it is. It has aspects to it that are better and worse than other simulators. So if you like the features that it offers, then yeah, it's good value for money. If you don't like those features, you don't care about them, then no, it's not. I would argue that aspects of it are overpriced, but you know, I know I miss most of the Apexes. I'm just cruising at the moment. Thank you, Rhino's Race Room. Last time I was driving a Skippy, it was the R-Factor 2 Skippy, so I'm having to redial myself back into the into the iRacing Skippy mode. I do have a H pattern here, but it's not. This car's sequential, and I actually got a sequential shifter to review in the post. I need to put it on the rig. We will do soon. ACC under the limit is way easier than Assetto Corsa. All the traction control and everything. ACC is really, really easy to drive if you put all the traction control and stuff on. I need to play more MotoGP to hit the Apexes better. That game's like the ultimate Apex trainer. I think AC from its force feedback makes it one of the most intuitive games to drive, just because of the, even though the handling of the cars isn't always the easiest, it just tells you what's going on through the force feedback. So I find that with R-Factor 2, with the good cars in that though, the GT3 cars and that Skippy in R-Factor 2, even though, well, the Skippy's unforgiving in R-Factor 2, but the force feedback is so clear, it makes it very easy to drive. Alright, Gromsy, thanks for watching, man. Have I got PPI? AndrewLever.com. Welcome back again. It just pops in and out to sell more PPI. Free chair muscle from captivity. What size is my screen? That's a bit of a personal question. Do you just go up to people in the street and ask them how big their screen is? They might be offended by that. I'm using the BenQ 31-inch monitor. I've got a review of it on the channel. Yeah, I know. It's alright, it didn't happen. It wasn't the worst takedown we've ever done. we were doing drifting in a Mazda MX-5 once and took out the 2 leaders. So I know it was a bit of a criminal offence, but I will serve my time. Yeah, I mean, TV's alright. I used a 60-inch TV for years with driving sims. A 42-inch 60Hz TV. It's fine. It never grew. No, I was using a 42-inch TV a year ago. Well, he can protest me if he wants. It wasn't I mean, all it was is that I was reversing. I thought there was a gap and there wasn't. I should have had the relative on the screen, but, you know, obviously wasn't trying to take him out. It'd be stupid for him to protest that anyway. I mean, if he wants to protest that, you know, like, why would you? Do you know what I mean? You're not battling for like 10th place or something. Yeah, I know, but I thought there was a gap. I was trying to get out of the way. I just needed the... It's not like... You know, I mean, some people take iRacing way too seriously. I mean, fair enough. If you were like... Not, this guy hasn't even protested, but I'm just saying. If someone was like... If you're racing for first place and someone purposely rams you off the track, then yeah, that's a good protest. But if someone loses it like a noob, or, you know... I mean, in some ways, you know, there would have been yellows. There's a huge gap. You could say, well, he could have avoided it. I mean, I did kind of drive into him as well, but... he didn't lose any places, so... Now, the MX-5 race drifting, where I took out the 2 leaders, that is the kind of thing that you should protest. Because that was terrible. That was really bad. For those of you who weren't here, I was bored in an MX-5 race like a year ago or so. And so I started just drifting, and I wasn't paying attention and accidentally took out the 2 front runners of the race on the final lap. You know. Well, I mean, the other thing is, you could see, if you watch the stream, you could see I wasn't trying to drive into anybody. I was actually waiting and then trying to get out of the way. I didn't see his headlights on the road. I thought I'd be able to see them. So I thought, oh, it's black now, I'll have enough time. But the headlights don't actually have that long throw on them. The lesson is, you need to use the relative. I need to bind the... That's a good point, I do that now. I need to move it up. What is it? Oh, how do you move the stuff on the screen? Is it Alt? What's the button, guys, to move the things off the screen? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I should use relative, but I need to move this up. Is it Alt? Control? What do you push to move it? Alt K. Ah, thank you. So that needs to be higher so you guys can see it. There we go. And then I also need to bind a button. Options, controls. Can't see anything. Where's the black box control? Here we go. Ah. How do you adjust? Okay, is this for the black box controls, isn't it? I should use this for that. That should work. Ah, there we go. So the one bad thing I'd say with this FANATEC D-Rim is it's very easy to accidentally... Oh, hang on. It's very easy to accidentally push it down. What I'm going to do is bind the left and right. Where's... Hello, Pixter. Ah, hang on. There was something else I needed to change with the controls. There we go. That should be a lot easier for setting stuff. Yes. Why does it... Oh, okay, I see. If you change it, it does that. Fair enough. Okay. Right. Got it. Yeah, that's what I've set. That's what I just set up, Rickart. That's what I was just doing. Genius. Genius is thinking alike there. Hope you're full of tea. I've been drinking coffee. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, as usual. We've had a good number of viewers this evening, considering we were playing Forza and everything. And this is the thing. iRacing's UI is really nice in general. I mean, the replay options, how that all works, the way you set your wheel up and the pedals, it's all like really... I'm surprised. I don't get why other sims don't rip off good design when they see it. It's kind of like, you know, but... Dick Steele! Hello, Vapor Depot. Your puppy enjoy... Oh, can I have your puppy? What is it? What type of puppy is it? I really want to get a pet. I would kind of like a cat, but then I'd like a dog to walk, and I'd like a small dog that I could just take out and about. Just a small dog though, not a big... I mean, I'd like a Labrador, but they're too big, and you know, a small dog would be awesome. This is the Sparco R33 seat. Are you... You've got a sausage dog. Cockapoo, yeah, they're nice. But I can't be asked to look after a dog. I've got 2 goldfish. Well, 2 clouded minnows. I would definitely like a dog though, but yeah, just can't. I can't be asked. I don't want to be committed to having to do, like, if you travel anywhere and everything else, you know. And that's the nice thing with a cat. You don't necessarily have to have someone look after it. Well, you get your neighbours to feed it and stuff, but you know. Yeah, and the thing is, a dog lives for what, like between 7 and 12 years, 6 and 12 years, some longer. Yeah, and I just don't want to. My clouded minnows. A dog would just be awesome though for my sort of thing. 15 to 20 years, yeah. Well, forget that. I can't commit to that. I think that's why if you've got a dog is just for Christmas. Then you throw it in the canal. The best, all that noise. Yeah, the best thing to do is if you're just having a kid or you're married and you're in a very stable situation and the dog is actually quite good, because you know it's gonna be, you're always gonna have like the burden of being married and stuck with people. But if you're just sort of on your own as a bachelor, it's like can't be bothered. Got to keep those exactly. Well, I mean that's it. I could do like I could foster a dog, but knowing me, I'd get the dog that eats all the furniture and pisses on everything. Well, I mean, I guess if you were Chinese, you could always eat the dog if you didn't want it anymore. By the way, guys, that is not all Chinese people, and that's only a very specific thing, and it's not that normal, and it's not even legal in many parts of China. Just to be clear. I mean, it's like if you had pigs in your garden. If you had like one pig, there's no way you would slaughter it and eat it, even if you were really hungry. But if you had like 10 pigs, I'm sure you might change your mind. I've already had a pet hamster. It was mental. That's why he sim races. You've got to watch out that your guinea pig doesn't end up underneath your throttle pedal. There goes another guinea pig. We're going to have to replace it and lie to the children. Yes, the guinea pig molted last night and it's grown and changed colour. That's quite a normal thing for guinea pigs to do. But Daddy, why is there a guinea pig-shaped squash thing underneath your pedals? Well, that's because I bought a mod off the internet for my pedals to make them softer and furry when you apply the accelerator pedal. Okay, Daddy, I trust you. I always trust you, Daddy. You would never kill our pets. That's a true story, guys. Why, when's this race starting? We're still waiting. All right, in a couple of minutes. All right, there we go. It's the curved 32-inch BenQ monitor. Yeah, I've got a review of it on the channel. If you type in Sim Racing Gaming Monitor, Random Call Sign's got a review as well. I've got some bacon in the fridge, and I really want to eat it. Well, I'm not... Why does it sound like Jimmy Broadbent State? I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Got to watch out for Jimmy. He's a shifty geezer. Jimmy Savile. Oh, dear. It's late, guys. It's late. Do cats have testicles? Indeed they do. Now then, now then. Come on, children. Jim will fix it for you, and you, and you, and paedophile. Come and sit on my lap, young girl. Come and sit on my lap. Come and sit on my lap, young girl. Now then, now then. Bloody Jimmy Savile. Here's a medal. Here's a medal. We've got a medal here for you, young girl. No young boys, just young girls. Come here. Come and sit on my lap. Bounce you up and down on my lap, young girl. Now then, now then. Can't believe he got away with it. He even bamboozled Louis through. Here we go. Traumatic flashbacks. Here's a medal. Here's a medal and a special gift from the Savile. Hey, Harry Weir. A vegan flat... Why would a vegan be flat earther? If anything, a vegan would know that the earth was round because that's why they want to protect... Like, how does that work? The flat earth doesn't work without the ice caps around it because the water would fall off it, obviously. So you could not be a vegan flat earther. I mean, be sensible here, you idiot. I'm not adding that to the Game of Muscle quote list. Vegans are flat chest. Oh, dear. I wish I had a flat chest. I've got bulging chest. Here we go. Take the fuel out. Flat earthers have pushed all the cows over the edge. I'm a vegan flat earther. Who doesn't believe in climate change? Mic drop. Because vegans can't eat animals, but they make their food resemble meat, hence the earth is flat. CS after. Oh, no, we'll do CS soon, but not tonight. I'm going to have to sleep after this. Load whale, land whale. Oh, my God, what are you guys doing to my chat? This is how I get attacked. I'm going to get singled out by these people. There is a limit to stupidity. Have you tried all VR? No, the Quest isn't a very comfortable headset, but it's convenient to have a headset to play boxing games and what have you in a separate room. I mean, the Quest is awesome for what it is, but it's bloody uncomfortable, so I'd never want to use it with PC games. Unless you have the head strap mod, but then it's like, why not just use a Rift S? If you're going to go to those, I mean, the head strap mods cost like £100 and something. It's like, well, you know, just get a Rift S. Chameleon, I've watched some of the videos. They're absolutely hilarious. Is that new flight sim brand new? It's brand new. It's not a reskin. It's brand new. Totally new game engine. Probably using some kind of variant of the Forza game engine. Autobacks, autobacks, autobacks. I've already done it, Moto J. We've already adjusted it, man. Look, my black box is already higher. Get ready for the fish, guys. In 3, 2, 1.
Throttle, throttle, throttle!
Adjust your black box position. Higher.
That fish. Thanks, Moto J. Really appreciate the donations, guys. It keeps me wasting my life in my sim rig. What a way to live, guys. What a way to live. But I enjoy it, so it's all good. Thanks, Moto J, for your completely redundant message there. Why not? I ordered some knobs recently. We've just done the Porsche race. We're just having a chilled out Skippy race to end the evening. Alright, Dub Socks, thanks for watching, man. Thanks everyone that's clicked the like button this evening as well, and everyone that's subscribed. Oh dear, Driver 34. I hate RPGs, and I don't actually mind anime, to be honest. It doesn't bother me. I hate the abundance of anime, but I quite enjoy anime in general. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the fact that it's, you know, it's too much of it. And there's some anime tropes that are super annoying, but good quality anime is really nice. Alright, PPI. Good night, man. You're just like Sailor Moon. I like the Ghost in the Shell. I like the Animatrix stuff. Studio Ghibli stuff is all good. There's a whole bunch of things that are really good. Here we go, first flying lap. Weeb confirmed. No, the reason why nice sunshine. The reason I've started finding it more annoying. Oh, what a terrible entry. Was because the university I went to, there were like all these anime fans, because I went to a university that did a lot of animation degrees, and like the anime fans are just like, oh my god. I mean, it's fantastic to be a fan of anything, like great, but it's people that take it too far. It's like people that just play. It's like people, the worst people on earth are like ones that just do gaming, for example, and then they find a niche, and then they end up getting like really specific equipment, and then they just do YouTube channels where they just talk about the same thing every day for hours on end. They're just, they're the worst people. I just wish people would keep stuff to themselves, you know. That's what I'm saying, guys. That was the joke. That was the joke. You see what we did there? But it's true. I hate YouTubers. I hate anime fans. And I hate myself. But that's okay. I've come to terms with it. Right, we have to quali in like the top 6. Oh, come on, car. It was a joke. It was a joke. Maximum bants. Thank you. Appreciate that. Down with this sort of thing. Throw them down the well. Go! There's the edge of the track. Go! Oh! Seventh, 8th. Oh, we kind of caught that. Wasn't perfect, but... Oh, and then we changed gear at the wrong time. Wow, Puri. Yeah, I hate World of Warcraft. Although, it wasn't bad when it first came out. It just... They made it worse and worse and worse. Really weird. Blizzard are a really stupid company. They really don't understand what their audience wants. Hello, Turge Heller. See, I want to get on the brake to turn it in, but then the car doesn't have enough power to grunt it up the hill. Oh, what a line! Right, that's got to be like 6th. Yeah, games in general. 8th. Fair enough. Games in general have been getting more simplified. Not on the simulator side. Sims have got better, and there's more sims, so it's not an overall problem. But like more popular games, the skill ceiling has like reduced. So you notice this, as I've said before, with like Fortnite and the Battlefield games and most FPSs like Call of Duty and everything. Back in like the 90s and early 2000s, the skill curve was like super high, so they were way better as like competitive titles because someone that was really good could actually really stand out, and the actual metas and what was involved in it was like, you know, just required a lot of skill and made it really impressive to watch people that were good at them. Whereas when you watch someone that's really good at Fortnite or something, it's like, well, it looks pretty much exactly the same as the 300-400 other people that are only slightly worse than them. There's like very marginal what a person can do in terms of being creative. Let's get more fuel. Also, the pacing of games has got like, it's like the whole, there's no like the pressure is something that seems to have come out of games a lot. Like the building up of pressure and like a sort of general time investment. So you notice in Battlefield games, it's like you're just respawning with your friends all the time, constantly respawning with them, rather than having like tension building for you to like go on a mission and actually take your time. Same, you notice this with like tactical games. Like, it's a real shame that we haven't had a proper Rainbow Six for ages. There's supposed to be some coming out soon. But where you have to plan stuff, and you know, you might spend like 10 minutes planning, and it might take like 20 minutes, 25 minutes to actually execute the mission, and you could just die at the end of it, and that's it. That's all gone. But I'm sure that there's indie developers are doing stuff like that because they don't have to appeal to this like 12-year-old mass market. Like, that is the majority of the market is sort of 12-year-olds, so everything's based around their sort of attention span and what appeals to like a 12-year-old, which is, you know, if you're not 12. Yeah, CSGO Chameleon's still really good though. especially Wingman, it's really good fun. I think CSGO, it's not as tight as 1.6 ever was. Like, it's never... the recoil and everything just isn't as satisfying. Or as media. It doesn't feel as responsive, fundamentally. But... where CSGO is really good is the matchmaking system, but also the wingman especially. If you just want to have a shortish game and get the feeling of Counter-Strike, of general strategy and the aim accuracy, it's absolutely fantastic. Really, really good. Okay, here we go, guys. Starting in 8th. Be nice if we can win this one. Yep, I'll just... Oh, you total shaft. Ah, you tit. Did you guys see that? Did he damage my car? I had to move right out of his way and he still drove into me. And then killed himself. What an absolute titter. Well, at least it took him out and not me. I hope I haven't got damage. Jesus Christ, these guys. Well, I will have a graphic for that. What a titwinkle. No, I'm not guilty. Why is it playing the guilty graphic? He winkled his own tit there. Come on, we've got to get out the front here. Got the pace to do this. Try to stay out of the way of accidents. Bog it into first. It was his corner. Yeah, I know. Obviously, that's how the court of muscle rates everything these days. It was his corner. Here we go, guys. We can't let these top people get too far away from us, because you can't catch back up with them. So we need to get some more passes in here. Should be able to line this up. I'm having to back out of it because this car in front's all over the place. I don't want to accidentally go into the back of him if he slides. Right, we should be able to pass these three to get to that front group, but I really need to get past him before a bigger gap emerges. And now we've got another car behind us, so... Whoop, there it is, there it is. I'm not sure what that was. Sandwich. Dude, he's pushing me on the grass. No. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm having to pull off the road here to avoid him from driving into me. Praise the wide mirror. What is he doing? I literally just had to drive totally off-road there to avoid him. Christ. Bonetta. Oh, what? Oh, God, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Oh, what are you doing? Why is he mounting me? Jesus Christ, this is WWE wrestling, not Skip Barber. How are we not damaged? Oh, he's pitting. Right, yeah, great. You ram me, then you pit. You total muppet. Right, let's try and get back in this. Christ almighty. It's not racing, it's crash avoidance. It's like they're trying to mate with me. It's like Skip Barber spawning season. Oh, dear God, stop turning into me. I've got to get up with this front group in the next 2 or 3 laps. We've got pace to win this. I just have to get out of this gaggle. Yeah, it's a low split. It's really hard to get into high splits. Here we go. Right, this guy better not drive into me here, but he probably will do. Take the grass line there. Right, come on. Stop being English. Ah, no, don't even bother, mate. Don't ram me, man. Right. Oh, he's going to draft me into this corner and be a total buffoon. Defend the inside. Now I've had to totally compromise my speed through there. Still gaining on the other cars. Come on, Miguel. Don't drive into me, man. Car spun. Right, there we go. Oh, I hope we can get onto the leaders there. We might still be able to do it, but there's such a gap now. Try and get some smooth lines here. Here we go. We should be able to get onto tail of these through this corner coming up. Dude! I'm here! Why are you driving into me, you muppet? Christ almighty! 3 times we've been driven. He's broken the back of my car! You total shafter! Oh, these guys are going to crash into each other. I should just brake earlier. Let's take a wide line and see what happens. Oh, car behind me is now in the action to shaft winkle me. I've got to get past them, but they just drive into you repeatedly. I need a rocket launcher. I like close racing, but why are they ramming me all the time? I don't get the draft, so I'm just gonna... I'm boxing this guy in so he can't pull out, but he'll probably drive into me.
Do I smell a 7th place?
Thanks, Paul Rao. Jesus Christ, what are you guys doing? My God. It's WWE Skip Barber Wrestling. Oh, I've got the banana car behind me still. This guy's the one that mounted me before. We're moving up. Six laps in here. Got to get a good exit, then we should be able to draft this guy through the straight to get a bit of a gap, which should be nice. Oh, we might be just out of his draft, but we're out of the draft car behind us. Everyone's driving like nuts. I think it's iRacing drunk time. Oh, look at the rubber coming off his tyres. That looked really cool. We're in 6th place. It's good. Oh no, the banana car's back behind us. He's going to go for the dive bomb from that far back. I feel it. I feel it. No, we're all right at the moment.
Thank you for holding your spot.
Come on. Got to close the gap. Sun's coming out, that's nice. I'm getting way more grip than I'm expecting. These tyres seem so much more realistic to me. Like, just the way the grip returned there after I came off it. The older tyres would have kept understeering with the old Skippy. They would have just kept going and you wouldn't have been able to bring it back. Whereas there, the grip comes back much quicker when you go over it, which allows you to push harder. It's so much more satisfying. Hey, BR Sim Sports. Yeah, it's been raining all week. It's pretty bad in the UK. Are you in the UK? Really terrible weather. Well, also, you notice I'm absolutely ramshackling the curbs, probably at the detriment to my lap time, but I'm not having to worry that the curbs are going to, like, spin the car out in some ludicrous way, which was another issue. The Skippies used to be really unhinged if you were to, like, be aggressive with them. Okay, we need to get some more PBs here. I think I've got damage, unfortunately, from that car ramming me. Doesn't look like... Oh, yeah, look at the back of the car's wrecked in the left mirror. Jesus Christ, what a knoblet. Can't believe he just rammed us. Interesting line. We'll go with it. Surely with the downforce broken, we should be going faster on the straights. Come on. He's getting his draft here. Whoops, that was slow. Well, we do seem to be catching the rest of the field, though, as well. A little bit. Oh, dear. The lift-off oversteer is really nice with this car. All right, Johnson. See you in bed. I'm sorry, unless you're a hot Ukrainian woman. Have a good night, man. I'm hammering. My back of my car's hammered. The damage is, I think, is slowing us down. Because I was catching these guys before we got rammed in the arse. I've been hammered from the rear. I've been hammered so hard the back of the car's been remodelled. Oh, nice takedown there. Jesus. What are you doing pulling over there? Defend the inside here. Worse than bad AI. Bloody hell. Oh, he's lost it. Third place. What's happened? Did the front runners have an accident or something? I'm relaxed. I just find it funny in iRacing. Just cracks me up. This is my inner monologue. I'm pretty chill. Mr. Cold Tyres. Come on, 2 more guys in front of us. It's just when people ram you for no reason. I mean, it's funny, really. I like complaining. I don't have any hard feelings for anyone in the game or anything. It's not like... It's just good fun. Oh, the banana car's back behind us. Banana Vision 2019. Two laps to go. If you're buying a new graphics card now, it makes more sense to buy a 20 series graphics card. Just for like... You're probably going to get more performance moving into the future with new games that come out that take advantage of the additional... the new technologies. It's annoying that the 2070 isn't slightly better. But it's all right. If I was a normal person buying a graphics card now, I'd buy 2070. If it was like, if it's not for work, then a 2070 is the best card to get. It's still a lot of money, but it's the card that makes sense to buy. Oh, Bananarama's coming up behind us here. Do you think he'll ram us for the third place? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm on a 1080 Ti at the moment. Banana skin coming. I'm thinking these two leaders could drive into each other, which will allow me to roll into first place. I might be being too optimistic, but... Can you guys remind me to turn the spotter volume up? I keep forgetting to do that. Oh, hello. Thanks for subscribing. Zach Donaldson, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Thanks, everyone, for clicking the like button as well. Appreciate it. Are you ready for the banana skin? I'm ready to feel the banana skin. It's going to be going right at the backside. I wouldn't bother with any AMD graphics cards. Oh, hello, AMG Squared. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. There it is. There it is. Banana up the arse. I knew it was coming. Yep, just drive into me, man. That's the way to do it. Just drive into me as if I wasn't there. We're good. We might have third place. It's all right. I'll take it. I'll take third place. Given how much we got rammed there at the start. Woo! Not bad. They had a good race at the front. It's a shame we got damaged because that made it a lot harder to catch up with them. Yeah, look at this, guys. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, don't get an AMD graphics card, but the new AMD chips that come out on the 7th of next month look really, really interesting. If you were going to upgrade or get a new computer, personally, I would go for the AMD chips. I mean, look at this, guys. First of all, I had to totally move out of this guy's way. What's he even doing? So I had to totally move out of his way, and then he just kills himself. Nice job, mate. Good job. Good job there. Nice one. The AMD GPUs might be, but there might be a good budget option. But historically, just because of the nature of drivers with graphics cards, AMD just haven't really got it right. So I would wait. Like, if you were going to get, the thing is, we know that a 2070 graphics card is slightly overpriced, but you know exactly what you're going to get. You know that the driver support is going to be there because Nvidia have bought up the market and they're bad. But you know what you're going to get with them. The AMD graphics cards at the moment, they might be all right, but they might not. They might have like weird, random issues with certain games and what have you. That's what's been the case with the AMD graphics cards for a long time. It's like, yeah, they might be fine for most things. They might generally work, but you might as well just get the Nvidia card and be sure. But when it comes to CPUs, since Ryzen, AMD have like been bang on the money really. Like you're as a good budget and a medium and a rendering machine, just really good value for money and everything. Well, it's not my experience with AMD graphics cards, to be honest. Like, especially if you're using VR, so there's like weird stuff with like AMD graphics cards with VR, and just yeah, if you're playing like a AAA title, but just baseline stuff. I think I need to do one more race of this, you know. Why not? It's already like 11, 12 o'clock. Let's do one more. We've got to get a win, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I've just not found that to be the case for a while now. I've gone backwards and forwards from AMD. I had ATI Radeon 800 and a 7 something back in 2006, and then I mean, look at that. And then we went to then we've just been on Nvidia for a while, for like the last 4 or 5 years, because it just seems to be pretty much rock solid. So, I mean, okay, fair enough, that guy was just, that's alright. I prefer AMD as a company, don't get me wrong. I don't like how Nvidia necessarily operates, but I'm just, in my experience with everything I've played, and you know, mostly like simulators, VR. There we go. That was one ramshackle there by the banana boy. When did we get mounted? Yeah, but the thing with consoles is it's kind of like different from PC. So even if they're like hitting it really well on consoles, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get that performance out of having this AMD stuff on your PC, because with consoles it's kind of like how the developers utilize the the very specific throughput and design of the consoles. So I mean, you know, I mean, in theory, yeah, you would hope that because the consoles are using it, then those games. But that will only really probably apply to cross-platform games as well. But you know, I just think if I was buying a new, well, I should be buying and building a new computer soon anyway. So what I personally would go for would be the new AMD processor, because it just well, unless there's something random that we don't know about, it just looks like it's going to be very cost effective and very good performance. It just looks like it's going to be really good. New AMD processor, Nvidia, whatever you can afford. For most people, that'd be like a 2070, and then like your bog standard other components. Yeah, if you play those types of games, I don't. Most of the games I play are PC stuff and VR that's designed for PC. Yeah, it's more like a netcode winkle. He was just driving close to us, and then we got. I think that's more netcode than the driver being particularly bad. Yeah, I don't see any evidence of the new Ryzen graphics cards being that much. Like they'll probably hit like a 2060, maybe 2070. You know. Oh, there was another IMSA race. Where's it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's do one more race, guys. Why not? You only live once. Late night muscle stream. How long have we been streaming for? Did we do like 4 hours? Only like 7 hours. That's right. You only moan once. Nah, I'll sleep after this, but you know, we've got to get a win. Just one more, guys. Just one more. Click that like button if you enjoy seeing a bold man suffer. I'm just having a good time, so might as well stream. Big Steam update. Is they actually rolling the Steam update now? Not the inner Mansell. I've got to grow a better mustache for that. I don't get headaches from streaming, no, actually. I have like an issue with my inner ears, which is always there, which are, you know, separate to gaming and stuff. But I don't get. Yeah, no, I'm really lucky. I don't tend to get headaches. If I do VR for like 6 hours straight, I get a headache. But on the monitor set up like this, I'm all right. No, what my plan is to have basically in my bedroom. My bed is a fold-up bed. It's a Murphy bed, goes up against the wall, and so I'm looking to set up a computer in there so I can do VR like Valve Index or other high-end VR headsets, and have a computer in there, and the computer. Then I got like my main office computer. It's more like, this is the thing. It's more for like, because I do YouTube, I need to. Oh, hello. Thank you, Randy S, for subscribing, and Branslav Doharder. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate those subs and like button clicks. No, I don't really like triple screen. I've used it in the past. It's too much of a fuss. Can't be arsed with it. Takes up too much space as well. I'm fine with a single screen, and I prefer VR, to be honest. You do what in VR in the bedroom? Yeah, I live in a really small Victorian house, so I don't have any big rooms for VR, so I kind of have to make the most. Like, that's why the bedroom's like the only room that I can use for VR with the fold-up bed. If you're in the States, you're kind of all right. You're much bigger houses. But yeah, so I mean, thing is, as I say, because YouTube is my job, it makes sense for me to get, you know, it comes down to like time efficiency. So you end up spending more money on stuff, but it pays for itself. Scrutineering garage. Oh, right, we're getting loads of subs. Welcome, guys. Appreciate all these subscriptions. Nice one, Joe Bell. I should probably do a little bit of practice. We've got like 10 minutes here. Sub Bonanza. Do you get a new PV? You what? Yeah, I saw that video. With like, yeah, this is the thing with RAM. It's already at a speed and level where games are back in the olden days. It used to make much more of a difference, but we got to a level with RAM for about 6 years now where it's already fast enough to not be the bottleneck for anything. For the current state of things. Do I get new? I'd say probably like I normally upgrade incrementally. So the last PC I bought was for the streaming PC, which uses a Ryzen 7 or Ryzen 5 or something. I can't remember what I put in it. But my main PC, I normally upgrade stuff incrementally, so it'll be like every 2 or 3 years I'll upgrade the graphics card and then the CPU, and then I rotate hard drives every year or so. So every year I buy a new hard drive that's a much bigger hard drive, and then I double back up the previous old hard drive onto that one, and then I either keep that old hard drive in there if it's still got space on it, or I take it out. So I've always got, like, typically I always have data. I keep stuff off the same system as well as anything that's important. But of stuff that's on the system, I typically have like 2 copies of it at least on that system, or like, you know, that way I'm pretty. Even though I don't use RAID or anything, it means that I'm fairly redundant with data. Anything that's important data, like photography and work and important stuff, I keep remotely backed up. Hello from England to Russia. Thank you for coming in, man. But yeah, I think every 3 years is a good. That's a good. Oh, hello, Anders Miller. Thank you for subscribing. Every 3 years is a good time period to upgrade a system. That's about right. Like every 3 gens of stuff, then you'll notice a big increase. Why do you need to update? No, it's not to update it. It's that I've run out of space. So. And also it's to just, it's SSDs mostly, just, not SSDs, old hard drives, like disk drives. SSDs I always like to keep, I'm a bit extra careful with data on them, because when an SSD goes, it just stops often, like there's no warning. Most of the time, I'd say like 60-70% of the time with a platter-based hard drive, they tend to break in like an obvious way, like they tend to get slower or make noises, so you get a warning before it breaks. SSDs just like they tend to just not work, and then you're done. You've lost everything on the drive. Yeah, but I think those new AMD boards, will be worth that money. And this thing is, if you're only buying a computer once every 3 years, like a new motherboard every 3 years, not necessarily every component, you divide that cost over 3 years, and it's not actually that much, considering how much utility you're getting out of it as far as general things go. I mean, it's like what, if you're buying a Hoover, it's probably going to last like 5 years, so spending £80 or £100 on a Hoover, well, I mean, my last Hoover cost like 50 quid, but you know what I mean? That's how you have, for something that's going to, like a fridge, or like a TV, you kind of have to think of its cost over the lifespan. SSDs normally do last a lot longer than, like, if an SSD is fine, in general it should be fine for a very long time, but if they do break, there's no warning. That's just, it depends how often you read and write to it as well for some aspects of it, and generally speaking though, yeah, if an SSD is alright, it's probably going to be fairly bulletproof for a very long time. Yeah, when SSDs first came out, there were like weird driver issues with Windows. That there was some, like, on some motherboards, there were like random bugs where you'd randomly find out that your SSD had deleted stuff or it wasn't working properly. But now they've kind of, if you're buying like a 500 gig SSD or a 250 gig SSD, chances are it's you know, you might not be getting the fastest SSD on the market. You're still going to get something that's ridiculously fast relative to anything else, like solid state, non-solid state, and it'll probably be totally fine. The only thing that's really crappy with SSDs is the serial ATA and the power connector on the back of them are very easy to accidentally snap. That's a huge problem that I wish they'd improve. Is it best to sell our high-end PC every 3 years? Well, I mean, if you're upgrading and you're not using something anymore, then yeah, sell it. You just sell the components. That you don't replace a whole PC, because your power supply should last like 10 plus years. If you buy like the right size power supply, chances are you'll be able to eBay your processor if you upgrade that. But normally you're only replacing like normally the thing that I'm replacing the most is getting more hard drives and more space, or buying a new graphics card. Often I've had CPUs in the past for like 5 years and they've been totally fine. I had the i5-2500K for 5 years, I think, and it was really good. I mean, the thing as well is, if you're mostly paying, I mean, it's going to change a bit with the new consoles coming out, but for the last sort of 4 or 5 years, if you're playing console games on a PC, a 2-3 year old graphics card and a 4-year-old CPU would allow you to play them at 60 FPS on 1080p max quality pretty much all the time, unless it's Assassin's Creed or something. But yeah, if you've already got a CPU, normally it's like three to 4 generations that you would buy a new CPU. Graphics cards every 2 or 3. Otherwise, you're kind of just wasting money. If you're always trying to, like, every year keep your PC to be state of the art, like, it's just a waste of money. And like, I don't know anyone that does that. There's no point. If you're playing driving sims, you in 2D on a 1440p screen, other than Assetto Corsa Competizione, if you're playing like iRacing or Original AC or, you know, all these games, they all run on potatoes. and look pretty nice. The only time where you would upgrade your computer every year, like new CPU and everything, would be if it's like your business, like it's for work, and you specifically can do more work if you can do stuff faster. That's the only real time where you would bother with that, because it, you know, pay for itself. Yeah, it does look like this new gen of consoles, they're aiming for performance again, rather than with the Xbox One and the PlayStation 5. They weren't really going for, like, they weren't trying to impress with performance and raw power. I think what they've realised is that the PlayStation 4, I think, really kind of surprised people in terms of how successful it's been. Because with the previous gen of consoles, everyone was like, oh no, people will just be using mobile phones, console gaming is dead. They said that with PC gaming as well. They're like, oh, people just won't bother, they'll use the phones. They don't care about high-end graphics or anything, they'll just use the phones. And it's not the case at all. People do want, like, high-end systems. People do want powerful, like, they do want to see, like, really nice graphics. If that Microsoft Flight Sim trailer, right, so many people have gone, oh, that's amazing, that have no interest in gaming and are super casuals that don't normally play sims or flight sims, and it's got people talking about it that normally just don't care, because it looks amazing. It looks photo real almost, and that's a immediate selling point to someone. You don't need to know if the game's fun or anything. You look at it and go, oh, that looks like real life, that's cool, I'm getting value for money if I buy that. Getting an aeroplane. Well, it depends. It totally depends. If a company happens to bring out a massive jump of GPU, then it might be worth upgrading to it. But, like, for example, the 20 series over the 10 series isn't an insane jump. But back in the day, when the GeForce, so example, the GeForce 4, when that came out, this is going back to like 2005 or something. But the GeForce 4 Ti was insane compared to the GeForce 3. It was like absolutely mind-blowing. Same as when the cards came out after the Voodoo cards. So you'd be like, well, yeah, you buy it straight away because it's just like twice as fast. It's like, well, you're definitely going to upgrade. But most of the time, you normally only get like a 20% boost, 15, 20, 30% boost over the previous card. So it's not worth spending twice the money to get that little percentage. So in which case you wait until you're effectively getting twice the performance for the same price, and then then you're getting good quality, good boost for what you're spending. Andrew McCormick, click the like button, guys. How many likes are we on this evening? For this one, smashing out the streams. 2 streams in one night. What can work with graphics cards is if you upgrade every 2 gens, but you eBay. So because after 3 or 4 gens, you probably don't really get much eBay value from your graphics card. So I mean, it is risky eBaying high-end graphics cards because they're quite expensive items. I mean, I've had problems with people being stupid on eBay, so that can be risky. But if you're willing to take that risk, that can actually work out all right if you're getting that sale value for it. Where are the member mods? I don't know, Andrew, you could be a member. Hang on, you could be a mod, Andrew. There you go. Andrew McCormick's now a moderator. Congratulations, Andrew. You've been knighted. How does that make you feel? Sir Andrew McCormick of mod. Hello, Tubbsy Malone. speechless. It's an emotional moment. He's got tears in his eyes. The responsibility is now a burden. Who's vouching for Andrew? Yeah, driver. Well, I really think that the PlayStation 5, I think they're going to just keep doing GT Sport because it didn't make sense to do a new game. But I think the PlayStation 5 they'll do the RTX, the real-time lighting is going to be a big thing. But VR on the PlayStation 5, I think Sony are going to push it more because Microsoft are being stupid and don't seem to be going for it. So it's a differentiator. So they will do like there'll be a big GT Sport update for PlayStation 5, and specifically you'll be able to do everything in VR, and they'll make a huge thing out of that. And if you're not in VR, then there'll be like 120 FPS, 4K or something, with better graphics and everything. Hello, Keller. Guten Tag. Hello. Hello from Germany. Duke in Aberfan told us to watch your streams. Oh, nice. I hate that guy. Bloody hell. Nah, Duke is awesome. Abergafarin. Hello. Guten Morgen. I could do with some German food right now. I really feel like a bit of salmon on rye bread. That would be quite nice. I might have a bacon sandwich when I finish this. Bit of sausage. What is it with Germans and sausages? I mean, I have to say, there's nothing wrong with a sausage, but why do you have sausages for everything? Like boiled sausages, barbecued sausages. Why is there so many? What is the sausage thing about in Germany? Then I'm not complaining, like a sausage is good, like there, nothing wrong with the sausage, but I just think that the Germans might be overdoing the sausage a little bit, Oh, Mr. Cold Ties, warm them up by doing a slide, it's all good. Yeah, fish and chips, I can't have that all the time. Yeah, I think PlayStation 5 is really exciting, personally. It's like bread. One is enough. Yeah, we have a lot of... Well, the French do the bread. We don't have that much bread in the UK. I tried to make a currywurst, the wrong sausage, and my German friend almost killed it. Yeah, I to be honest, I think... I mean, it's good that what Microsoft are doing is really good because they do seem to be integrating the PC stuff with the console, which is what they should have done ages ago. I think that's really good. But if you're like a gamer, console gamer, I just think Sony get it. Sony get console gaming so much better than Microsoft. Like, Sony have always got it better. I mean, there's stupid stuff with the PlayStation that's annoying. It's not a perfect console. And there's a load of dumb stuff with it. But for the most part, when it comes to like just the type of games on it, the support, how it operates, the ease of use, Sony just get it more than Microsoft. I mean, Microsoft's really American-centric. So I guess if you, for Halo and Forza, that'd be the reasons to get an Xbox if you're a console gamer. But other than that, whereas with the PlayStation, the Sony IPs are so much more varied and just so much better games in general. Well, weirdly with Microsoft though, this is what I don't get. The original Xbox was actually really good. Like the games that like the focus on the Halo, the focus on the multiplayer, the hard drive stuff that wasn't really in the other consoles at the time, the number of games that they had on it that you couldn't get on other consoles that were sort of more PC type of games. it was really good. And then the Xbox 360 wasn't actually that bad. It's just the Xbox One was just garbage. They got lost, really, trying to do a bit of a Nintendo thing, I think, where they're like, oh, well, they did that whole focus on the Nutella, what was it called, the Kinect. But they didn't actually understand how to make a good game for it. So, yeah. And the Xbox 360 was quite good. But the PlayStation 4 is just being an absolutely fantastic console. Mike Summerfield! How's it going, man? What are you doing up this late? That was a version of the Microsoft Flight Sim. I think they sold that package to Dovetail Games, but yeah, they're obviously doing something different with the new one. Or they've bought the IP back. There's a whole load of shenanigans that happened with those flight sims. Like Microsoft Flight that came out after the Dovetail stuff. Hello, Billy O'Connor. What are you doing up, Mike? It is way past your bedtime. It's past my bedtime. Yeah, I'm really hyped for Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm not expecting it to be what a lot of flight simmers want. I just want a casual flight sim that looks nice. You know, I just want to do sightseeing, and if they're using like the satellite data from Bing, like what you see with Google Maps with the actual 3D buildings and everything, that's really what I wanted for a long time. Because I'm a really casual flight sim. I'm not a flight nut. Hello. Who was that? Billy O'Connor, thanks for subscribing. But you'll be, if you've got a PC, you'll be able to play all the Microsoft games on that, all the new stuff. So, just... Oh, you don't sleep before 2:30, fair enough. Hello, Dean K. Oh, Christ, where have we placed here? Where have we placed? 16. Oh, crap. We've moved up to a high split. Bugger. We're in trouble, guys. Oh, well. Well, that's better. The racing hopefully will be better. I guess our ranking's slowly moving up. I normally have to go to bed at like 11, but I didn't feel like sleeping. I was enjoying racing. You won't want ray tracing for VR now. The thing is, the DLSS might potentially be good for like the higher res VR headsets. Possibly. You won't want ray tracing for VR, I don't think. I don't know. There might be some random stuff that comes out of it. Hello, Zero Bandwidth. We've got races to win. I use Trading Paints, and it takes a while for it to update from the servers, so sometimes it pops on after a bit of a delay. That's why the skin changed. Yeah, the problem with Microsoft Flight, Andrew, was that they didn't put any... The flight mechanics were crap, for a start, so there's no actual depth in the flying. And then everything was like DLC, and then they didn't actually add anything of value to it. Microsoft, I believe, with Microsoft Flight, were hoping to license... to get modders, essentially, to license to Microsoft and then put content into it that they'd get a fee for. And all the modders were like, no. We'll just do stuff with Prepare 3D instead. I think I need to do a new skin for the Skip Barber. I think that's my next chilled out task. Bit of a Game of Muscle, a new Game of Muscle car skin, something fancy. Yeah, I just in that new Microsoft sim, if it looks close to what it looks like in the trailer, and it also has missions, and the physics are like okay, that have to be amazing, but a bit of depth there. I'm all for that. I just want like simple missions, like if you've got a passenger jet, Just some like that kind of income tracking thing. So you know,
Good luck, everybody.
you'd be like a professional pilot, and you have to build a career, and you have to build experience by landing safely and taking passengers from A to B, and then you can unlock like further environments to go to, and you know, there's just like simple gameplay things. But they probably won't do that. They'll probably be stupid with it. But hello and welcome to Okayama for a Skip Barber race with the sun rising in the east. Today's race is brought to you by Dresser, Dunlop and Sportmax, and is being live streamed on the Gamer Muscle YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to today for free after this race if you want to watch a replay. They also recommend you click the like button. Those of you in the front, please be aware that the drivers in the back will probably hit you, so get out of the way, drive safe and have a good time. Fasten your seatbelts. Prepare your health insurance. It's go with the Skip Barber. Here we go.
You're brilliant, mate.
Here we go.
Pain.
I like how some people they're like, oh, actually, this is really good. I feel like I'm in a race. And other people are like, oh, shut up. I hate you. I hate you. I hate your voice. It's normally the 12-year-olds that hate it. Stop talking. Here we go, guys.
Sí, soy yo.
Grain, grain, grain. T1, starting at the back. Highest split here. Woo, what a charge. Got more charge than a Duracell battery there. Nice, through the carnage. First corner's down. Okay, here we go. Woo! Woo! Spicy sausages, there it is. What a move, guys. Charging through here. Welcome to the channel, Tate Jeffries, thank you for subscribing and clicking that like button. Really appreciate that, man. 48,000 subscribers we got to today. Just absolutely awesome. Oh, car off-road there. Just leave a bit of space for him. Moving on up. A little bit slippy in the shade, I think. Let's line this up. Get on the power here. There's another car in the wall. What a first lap, guys. Total laser beam. Much better driving in this split than the previous one. Top 10 from the first lap, from last to top 10 effectively. Absolute machine drive, no damage. Someone talking about FANATEC wheels. Remember, we've got a FANATEC affiliate link if you want to use. If you're buying a FANATEC wheel, feel free to click on our link. You'll drive as good as me if you do. Oh, absolute carnage. Absolute carnage. Squeeze through, take advantage of that. Oh, I couldn't close the door on the exit there. Oh, Jesus. Dude. Just had to. Hopefully we've not got too much damage from that. He just pulled right into us there. This car.
Good man, good man.
There we go. Get that back. some wrestling going on here. Carnage behind us. Hope we haven't got too much damage, because that's going to stop us from being able to catch up with the front runners. You've got to take advantage of the mistakes. Here we go. Oh, look at this. It's like being in a Spanish football match here. Go Lazio! That's Brazil, sorry. Shilling down the back straight. Oh my god, it's like I've just tuned into the local Spanish weather forecast. Scotcho! Dude! Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it! Charging on through here, guys. I don't think we do have damage because the car seems to still have pace. Bit of a slide there. Oh, they're Italian. I thought they were Spanish. Come on. Tyres are warm, we can spam dangle it over the curbs. Absolutely awesome racing so far. On the front group here. Try and line this up down the start-finish line. Might be able to get a bit of draft off this guy in front. Oh, Jesus. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Come on. There it is. I can't get on the power because I don't know if he's going to lose it on the grass. Right. Up the inside. This yellow car's probably going to take out the car in front of him on T1 here, so just be ready for that. There it is. I knew that. I knew it! You could just tell what these... Oh, my God. So predictable. I can't believe he got away with it himself, though. I thought he was going to lose it. Come on. Maximum battery power. Power up the hill here.
Alberto, ¿dónde vas con el coche tocado y haciendo...
Come on. Ram it up. They're going crazy. I don't know who talks more, Spaniards or Americans when they get angry. British people just jump off Dover silently. Nice, winner's draft here. I think we're in 4th place. Are we in 4th place? I think we are. Back to the podium, here we go.
Go, John, go. Go, John.
Now we need to hopefully work with this guy to get the draft to catch up with those 2 front runners. Lap 5 of 14 here. I don't really want to battle this guy. We need to use each other's draft. John Harding, we need to work together to catch the 2 front runners. Don't defend me, and I won't defend you. We can draft off each other. I won't do anything aggressive. We'll see what he does. I'm not going to... If we get to the straight, I'm not going to... like block him or anything or be defensive. I'll just let him pass me. Hopefully he's clever and we can work together. 'Cause that's the only way you'll catch the two front guys. Oh, Jesus Christ, he's made a huge mistake there. He's just lost a load of time. I might just have to pass him because he might be slow. Yeah, I think he's just too slow. I'm just going to have to pass him, I think. But if I'm in front of him and he's drafting me, I'll just let him through. He's just all over the shop. Well, the thing was he... Here we go. Hopefully we can get a run. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was distracted by the tearaway there. He's defending me. Yeah, we've got to get the pass and we've just got to go for it. And then hope we've got enough pace to catch those two front guys. It's lap 6 of 14, so there's enough time to close it if we're quick. He's really slow on this right-hander. Oh, I'm off-road. I'm even slower on the right-hander. Huge off there. Not really that huge. Sim pedals, to be honest, load cell pedals set up with dampeners get relatively close. The thing is, what makes a real car pedal feel a lot more like a real car pedal is the immediate G-force response you get from the accelerator and especially the brake. It's a motion rig with straps really help brake feel. Oh, he's going to understeer off into us. No. Right, we've got to get a gap now. Go. 7.7 second gap. Please don't drive into the back of me, man. Oh, well, hopefully they're battling away. We've got enough laps. 8 laps. That's plenty of time for them to crash into each other.
Carlos, tira, tira.
Da igual, estoy distancia, dale. Seguimos.
But I think I'm just going to keep having tit for tat with this guy, unfortunately. Which is going to slow me down. You're not helping this guy. If he just waited and then drafted me then we're both going to go faster and catch up with the front runners. Instead, he's just slowing us both down. It's like no brain cells. Absolutely no brain cells. I offered him on the mic. I'm like, work with me.
Gracias, Dani.
It doesn't help that he's really slow on some of the corners. That if he had the speed through them, then we could use him to catch, punt him. I'd rather not. I'm slow on that final right-hander as well. I need to work that out better. It's possible, but he should use a bit of brain cells.
Lo siento. What's up?
Oh my god, he's all over the place. Bit of a drag race here. Well, it looks like we're battling for third. I can't really complain. The front runners can still drive into each other. Try and get a gap so we can't just keep drafting us. Nine-second gap from the front runners. Oh well. Four laps left. Yeah, Oklahoma a really nice circuit. I should let that rev higher up the hill there because he still need it. Yeah, well, just get a full motion rig. It's the obvious choice. Is he going to drive into the back of us? My hobby is getting driven into the back of by other iRacers. It's the premium getting driven into the back of simulator. Oh, Jesus. Like that. Come on, man. Odds on him taking us out before the end of the race? 3-1. Oh, you total shaft. I've just had to move out of his way. He missed the brake point, was going to go into us unless I didn't turn in at all. Bloody hell. What are you doing, man? It's nice racing, though. It's good to have a bit of a challenge. We've got a nice little gap there. I think he backed out of that. Three laps left here. I need to brake later on this corner and carry more speed through it. I'm losing like 3 or 4 tenths there. Yeah, I don't know why Thrustmaster doesn't have a load cell pedal. I don't know what they're doing. It's not that hard. If anything, load cell pedals are easier to make than potentiometer pedals. I've yet to work that corner out with this car. Back markers coming into play. Maybe there'll be a big collision and we'll gain a place. You never know. Well, FANATEC have the Codemasters license though for F1. They're the hardware partners for the F1 Esports series, and they've got all the wheels and buttons and stuff. All the F1 FANATEC F1 wheel all links up with the F1 game. Yeah, I think Thrustmaster's just appealing to the cheaper market. But Thrustmaster, they're just proper weird. You look at their, like, they've done a new joystick for the HOTAS Warthog, and it's like £250. And it's just a metal joystick. Like, it's not even got anything else with it. Thrustmaster seem really happy to sell their stuff for very premium prices without offering the sort of real premium features. Oh, we are catching, but they might have made a big mistake. We've not got enough laps left here. But we'll keep pushing. Hey, Channel VR. X55 is, or X56, although that does have problems. To be honest, there's another company that makes them. But the T-Flight by Thrustmaster is quite good, and it doesn't cost much, and it works fine, does everything you need. Thanks, Channel VR. Yeah, no, I'm really happy about it. Final lap. Oh, we started to get pace here. Let's just hope the front runners blow up. We have been closing the gap on them, but we were held up by that other car, and they got too far ahead. There's no way we were catching them. Okay, I feel like we've got a good pace on the track, though. There's some corners I need to... 100,000, here we go. I'm happy with 50k. If I keep making videos, we're good. You get way more subscribers from videos than you do live streams. Thanks for clicking the like button, guys. Like reminder, like reminder. Thanks for subscribing. George, I'd rather... That's going to be punishing. Here we go. At least we're getting... Looks like we're getting a third out of this. Final few corners here. Take it easy. Oh, that's better. Wider entry, cutting the corner and staying on the throttle. Not bad. How to start in flight sims? Yeah, maybe. Woo! Not a bad result, guys. We started in 25th there. Watch the end of the replay. Hey, Anderson Sholomir. I'm quite happy with that result. A podium's good, considering. If you watch the start of the race. Absolute carnage at the start.
Great race, guys.
Nice driving, guys. Right. Absolute carnage at the start here. Pro Mazda Racing 6. No, I need to call it a night, otherwise I'll be dead tomorrow. I mean, look at this. First lap, we gained like 12 places. I'd probably, instead of buying a sim now, I'd probably wait to see when next Microsoft Flight Sim's coming out. Yeah. I do really enjoy the Skippy though. It's the one car in iRacing where you can overdrive it in a fun way. Especially since the new TAR model. Was that the banana guy from that other race? Alright, Joseph Lannister. Who are the guilty in your neighbourhood? Just cars are everywhere. Alright, T8365. Glad you got the help. Good night, man. Woo. Yeah. Oh, what happened there? Oh, collision. Oh, yes. What was this guy doing? We've got so much more pace through here. Oh, yeah, then he turned into us to block us off. Oh, it was just lag, I guess. He reacted to that. Then he just locked up. What? I guess he didn't see us. Let's go to his car. He didn't see that it was blocking us off, and they was like, oh, I'm blocking him off, I'll move up the inside. Oh, he must have turned it in and then got on the brake. Oh, and then someone hit him. What? Who hit him? Robert commits her entry there. Ah, fail. There goes the back of his race over. Ah, nice. Did we do 8 hours today? We did 8 hours yesterday. Well, that's it. Living in the Simrig, guys. Simrig life. Oh, well. There you go, everyone. That was iRacing. And that was Forza Horizon's Lego DLC. What a night. What a night, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm off to get some sleep. Thanks for your donations, everyone, and support and subscribing and chat. We got new channel members again. Every day we're getting new channel members. Incredible. We're gonna have like 100 channel members. That's it. I'm going on my beach holiday when we get 100 channel members. Game of Muscle on his. I'll get a G29 and we'll go to Spain and I'll live stream from the beach. No, I specifically bought this R33 seat because I've got a bad back and bucket seats are not good for my back. So this seat allows me to adjust it. It's a lot better. But yeah, off to the credits and I'll catch you guys very soon indeed. Don't forget to tap that like button one last time if you haven't. If you already have, don't do it again. See you guys. Good night. I'll post a Discord link. Discord. Join us on Discord, Instagram, Twitter, social media, USB certified. Night night. Oh, the credits are broken. Replay the credits. Oh, nice one, Luddy Drag. I was trying to catch you. I was slowly catching, but I couldn't get up with you. I was trying. I was stuck behind another guy, and then there was too much of a gap. I'll probably end up racing you again soon, man. Nice racing. I was catching, though. You watch out. I'll be on the exhaust pipe next one. Goodbye.